Let's take a look at our top stories as usual. Government determined to speed up public investment disbursement. Farmers promoting tourism development in Mekong Delta. And later on, Hair Washing Festival, a cultural feature of White Thai people. Let's begin a bulletin with the most prominent events of the week from May the 23rd to 29th. The 15th National Assembly convened the third session in Hanoi on May the 23rd. During the 19-day session, the longest since the beginning of this tenure, the legislative body considered and approved 5 draft laws and 3 draft resolutions, which are designed to continue implementing the policy of safe, flexible adaptation to and effective control of the COVID-19 pandemic so as to recover the economy and support people and laborers in the new normal. National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ said, in order to ensure the highest efficiency of the 15th National Assembly's third session, legislative agencies and deputies have made careful preparations on discussion contents, aiming for the highest outcomes with the shortest sitting time while opening the session. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the launch ceremony of the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity on May 23rd. Participating virtually at the hybrid event held in Tokyo, he said the discussion of the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity should aim at a framework that brings practical benefits to the people. The leader affirmed that Vietnam will work with all the ASEAN member countries and relevant partners to continue discussing and clarifying the content of framework pillars, bringing about a positive, effective, and feasible economic agenda for the region and for each nation. Standing Deputy Prime Minister Phạm Bình Minh has said Asia needs to play a greater role in maintaining and fostering a peaceful and stable environment conducive to development and prosperity in the region and beyond. Minh made the suggestion while delivering his remarks at the 27th International Conference on the Future of Asia in Tokyo on May 26th. Deputy Prime Minister Phạm Bình Minh said countries need to work closely together to ensure the necessary foundation for growth recovery in all countries and Asia at large, thereby ensuring Asia's role as a key driver for global development. The SEA Games 31 in Vietnam has come to an end with a closing ceremony on May 23rd at Hanoi's Indoor Games Gymnasium. For the second time hosting the region's biggest sports competition, Vietnam welcomed more than 4,900 athletes from the region who competed in 40 different sports across 526 categories. Vietnam dominated the medal tally with 446 medals in total, including 205 golds, 125 silvers, and 116 bronze medals, breaking the record for the number of gold medals won at one Southeast Asian Games to become the most successful delegation in SEA Games history. Thailand is placed second and Indonesia third. The SEA Games 32 will take place in Phnom Penh, Cambodia in 2023. The Vietnamese government has set up 6 working groups to speed up the disbursement of public investment to create impetus for post-pandemic economic growth. These were both efforts raised after the disappointing results of public investment disbursement in the first months of this year, especially of foreign source capital. The working groups would be in charge of identifying difficulties and problems in the implementation of public investor projects, especially projects which use official development assistance and concessional loans from foreign donors at ministries, central-level agencies, and localities. The groups will also recommend solutions to accelerate the disbursement of public investment and increase capital use efficiency. The latest updates from the Ministry of Finance showed that disbursement of public investment was estimated at nearly 18.5% in January to April period, slightly lower of the same period last year. Notably, the disbursement of foreign source capital was at only 3.25%, while domestic source at over 19%.
Cargo transported via seaports nationwide hit 241 million tons in the first 4 months of 2022, up 2% year-on-year, according to the Vietnam Maritime Administration.
The volume included nearly 62 million tons of exports, around 67.5 million tons of imports, down 9%, and 110 million tons of domestic goods, up 10%. Container throughput also increased 2% to over 8.3 million TEUs during the period. The administration said 2% is the slowest growth in recent years, though Vietnam has entered the post-pandemic new normal. Seaports in many localities have recorded a sharp decline in volume, such as Bình Thuận down 28% from a year earlier, Cần Thơ 25%, and Kiên Giang 12%. Major ports also witnessed drops from 0.5 to 4%, including Hải Phòng, Ho Chi Minh City, and Vũng Tàu. The growth slowdown has been attributed to different factors, mainly that production, export and import activities by domestic enterprises have yet to fully recover. Besides, the zero-COVID policy by China has also impacted firms doing business with Vietnam's largest export and import market, according to the administration.
Farmers in the Mekong Delta region have played an important role in tourism development, giving the region a facelift and contributing significantly to its socio-economic growth. Community-based tourism and nature-based tourism products created in Trà Vinh province have generated stable incomes for local farmers involved. That is Big Vân, who is introducing local staples and stunning landscapes to visitors with her inspiring voice. Vân has encouraged local farmers to engage in offering tourism services, which have helped many escape from poverty.
Our hamlet has welcomed more than 22,000 tourists since 2019. Local livelihoods have improved significantly thanks to tourism development.
Bùi Văn Hùng, who pioneered land reclamation in the hamlet, is instructing tourists how to plant sweet potatoes. Joining local efforts in tourism development, Hung's family welcomed tourists to their fields of sweet potatoes and spring onions.
After the pandemic was largely brought under control, tourists flocked again to our fields to experience agricultural tourism. This helps us to have more incomes. The province plans to branch out tourism to localities with great potential. Tourism products have been developed to create jobs for local people and alleviate poverty.
Agricultural tourism is expected to thrive in the Mekong Delta region as tourists enjoy visiting the countryside for the fresh air, tranquility, and rural culture. Local farmers who previously only worked in their fields are able to integrate farm work with tourism development and even know how to give local staples a brand name. The Ap Ho Chiang Festival, or New Year Shampoo Festival, is held by the White Thai ethnic minority on lunar December 13th in Kham Lao Commune, Phong Tho District, the northern province of Lai Châu. The festival plays an important role in local spiritual and cultural life. The White Thai people believe that everyone must wash their hair to cast all the hardships and bad luck of the past year and send disaster and disease down the river for a prosperous new year.
I am very happy to take part in the festival. We have practiced together for many days.
The White Thai people wash their hair to send unfortunate things away with the water's current.
The festival is inspired by the legend of Miss Han, who disguised herself as a man to fight the enemy and returned victorious on the last day before Lunar New Year. After the fight, Han and the soldiers bathed in Nupbo stream to celebrate their victory and welcome in the new year. Suddenly, the sky shined brighter than usual, and a fire-colored cloud appeared to welcome her to paradise. Local people organized the festival with the hope Miss Han will protect them and help them have good health, happiness, and a bumper harvest.
This is the first time I have witnessed such a wonderful festival. I hope it will be properly preserved.
The most beautiful women in the village are chosen to take part in the festival. Visitors are impressed by the image of the women tossing their hair up together after the sound of a gong. Hanoi is one of the most popular travel destinations in Southeast Asia. A recent article on German travel website travelbook.de said, highlighting 6 attractions tourists should explore when visiting Vietnam's capital.
At the top of the list is Vnews, the Temple of Literature, which was an educational center for gifted young people from 1076 and is considered the country's first university. Many visitors from Europe describe the special harmony that can be left in the almost 1,000-year-old site as a profound experience. The Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum and One Pillar Pagoda are also attractive destinations worth visiting. Taking a cyclo through the Old Quarter is a must-do in Hanoi, the article said, and gives a good impression of life in the city. And taking in a performance of water puppetry is also highly recommended. Travelbook also suggested that visitors try pho, beef noodle soup, at least once while in Hanoi, if they haven't already done so elsewhere in Vietnam.
Inspired by Mother Goddess worshipping, a UNESCO intangible cultural heritage, designer Vnews Scarlett created a collection of figurative dolls based on the ritual, called the Painting of 4 Palaces.
Of creating the figurative dolls came to me when I was passing through international airport terminals. I was impressed by the items for sale at the shops, since they represent my country's culture. I thought, why not make a collection of figurative dolls that speak to Vietnamese culture and beliefs?
Busy with her work as the owner of the renowned Vnews Scarlett design brand, but I had to have had major inspiration and patience, as well as love for Vietnamese culture, to create such an impressive collection.
I had a lot of difficulties when I first made the figurative dolls. I engaged in the Ho-Dong rituals for 10 years and knew stories and legends about historical people. However, the story of mother worshipping was only passed down by word of mouth, while the document stories I found didn't reflect the truth. I had to ask medium about the key characteristics of the goddess to create the figurative dolls.
It takes around 2 days to do the makeup for each figurative doll. Although each is only 60 centimeters in height, the decorative stitches take a lot of time. She said she spends 2 days on the makeup and 4 weeks to complete the complex patterns on the clothing.
Attributes that match the patterns on the clothes, so that the dolls' outfits are more beautiful.
Through the painting of the 4 Palaces collection, Vnews, with immense pride in Vietnamese culture, wants to make a contribution to preserving the country's cultural quintessence for the younger generation, while helping them gain a deeper understanding of its intangible cultural heritage.